Facebook and YouTube. Super, super lovely to have you all here. And today I want to talk about something very incredible, powerful, and that can guarantee success. No matter which area of your life you want to see success in, whether that is getting more sales into your business, getting better opportunities into your job, making more money, or whether that is something more personal, something like a health goal, whether that is something regarding your mindset or your spirituality, relationship wise, whatever it is that you want to get success in, I want to give you this one very, very important tip that can literally allow you to change the game for you. And when I say this one thing, it is going to sound like something that you've heard before, because probably you have heard this before. And also, you might be thinking when I'm going to say is like, yeah, that's what everybody says. And, I know that already. But I want to remind you of the fact that it's not what we know, it is what we actively do. It's not what we, think about or have heard before, but it's what we're living. And if you see that there are certain areas of your life that you would like to see more results in, you would like to have more abundance in, then keep an open mind and actually start implementing this one tip. Because this one tip that I'm going to share with you guys today, I've been implementing for, well, I think not even just the 6 year that I've been in business, but also before that, I've been implementing this one thing and it has always given me results. But especially right now, since, teaching a lot of our students in the FLC certification program, which stands for Freedom Lifestyle Creator Certification Program. And we've coached hundreds of students all around the world in their businesses, whether that's launching their businesses or scaling their businesses, and seeing phenomenal results that people are able to make more money than their jobs ever could, doing something that they love and allow them to help people. It has become even more solidly clear why this one thing that I'm about to share with you guys today is literally the answer to anything. Hey, Dad, love you. And it will be so simple that you might be like, that's too simple, too simple. But here it is. And I want you to write this down. And the funny thing is, the word that I'm going to ask you to write down, it's just a one word thing, but it will change everything. And the word is do. If you want success in any area of your life, do. You got to do something. You got to move. You got to take action. You got to allow yourself to meet opportunities and meet circumstances, meet people, allow yourself to actually move forward. And the reason why specifically today I wanted to say this is because I've really noticed something really, really funny today. And today, for those of you who know, we are working with the Grant Cardone's team, and it's really, really awesome. And today, and I was just actually speaking to some of our amazing FLC core family members about this, and every single call, we have the opportunity to raise your hand. And these are calls with hundreds of people from all around the world, people in loads of different business sectors doing a lot of figures, and really, really amazing, right? So we have the opportunity to raise our hand and to practice something or to do something or to ask something. And in the beginning, the very first call, I was like, yeah, I know I need to do this. I know I need to do this. I always tell our students that, right? If you want to get better, you got to just, show up and take action and do something and allow yourself to be seen and ask those questions, because if you don't ask, you don't get. So I was like telling myself, like I always tell my students, I need to do this too. So I was just like, my hand, without even, without even thinking about it, went to that little button to raise my hand. And so hand raised, I got the opportunity to speak in front of one of these incredible trainers. And I want to give a massive shout out as well to the Grant Cardone team. I don't know if you guys will be watching this. I know some of you have started to follow me on Instagram. So a big shout out to all of you guys, whether that's Jared, Dave, Steve, Jack, CJ, who was it again? Sean, yeah. There's so many of you. Eddie, Calvin. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Tarcisio. I hope I've said everyone here. And if I missed anyone out, it's just because it's still very new. But I want to give a massive shout out to you guys. And so today, something funny happened, because, again, every single call religiously, even if I don't have a question, my hand, my hand, and then obviously because of that, my mouse goes to the hand raise button. And every single time I raise my hand. And I think out of all the calls that we've had so far, all except for one, did I not get the opportunity to speak. meaning that at every other time I got the opportunity to speak, I got the opportunity to practice, I got the opportunity to grow massively. And so today, again, I was talking about it, just reflecting with our incredible FLC core family, because we're all doing this, right? We're all having this attitude, just keep moving. And today was funny because today we had this opportunity, and I was practicing a brand new thing when it comes to sales, empowering, and making an impact to people. And it was a completely new script for me. And then I was like, okay, can I practice this with one of the very, very, very senior members of the Grant Cardone team? And it's really funny because they're super direct, but in a lovely way, right? So today I got called a fire hose, and it was so funny because I was so excited that I was just literally speaking, as you guys know I sometimes do when I get excited. And then in front of all these hundreds of people, like, okay, stop it right there. What you're doing right now is you're being a fire hose. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was funny because personally, and this is actually the message that I want you guys to take from this. Personally, I don't mind if there is a little temporary pain, because I know that the growth from it is so much bigger. This is super, super important. Like back in the day, I remember my dad had a T-shirt, and it was actually a red shirt with a big, big letters on it. And what was it again that it says? Pain is temporary, pride is forever. That was the thing. And I remember wearing that because at some point I loved that shirt that my dad used to wear, and I was like, oh man, I love this shirt. And my dad said, oh, you can have it. And I wore it with such pride, And the same thing applies, because when Jared today called me out and calling me a fire hose in a lovely way, I was like, oh my gosh, what did I do? But at the end, oh, that still has it. Amazing. And maybe when I come to the Netherlands, I can wear it again. That would be so cool. But yeah, there was a little temporary, like, oh my gosh, in front of so many people, being called a fire hose because I'm speaking way too fast in that particular exercise. And again, generally a thing that I know that I do. But it really, like, as I was going through that, I was like analyzing as well my own emotion and finding the comparison between the other position when I'm teaching, and then sometimes students have a little bit of fear to raise their hand or to do something. I was just thinking like, hey, wait a second, doesn't matter that it's a little bit fearful or a little bit funny or anything of that sort, because the growth is going to be immeasurable. The growth is going to really, because, and this is one of the things as well that Grant Cardone talks about, the moment that you do something that in your own eyes looks like failure, but actually doesn't exist, by the way. But then you feel the pain, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to ever be in that situation again. But that is the moment when the growth is the biggest, because if you at those moments listen and allow yourself to see, okay, this is what I could have done differently, then it will like embed into your system. And so that was what happened earlier today. And then we had 3 calls with their team today. First one that happened. Then we had a personal training coach with one of our incredible, like the coach, our personal coach. And then just now, an hour ago, we had the next call with the incredible, is it Jack? I believe it was Jack. Let me just quickly check my notes. I believe it was Jack. And so on that call, I was like, okay, let's go again, right? I've learned from my previous one. Let's do it again. And we ran through it. I felt far more comfortable. I was just literally like, okay, raise my hand. I gotta do it. And then when I did it, it went well. It went well. And there were a couple of mistakes that I made, but he basically said towards the end of it, and it was really lovely. He said, like, you've got an A+. And I was just really, really amazing. And the reason why I wanted to share, I was feeling amazing. I mean, the reason why I'm sharing this is because, first of all, at any level of our life, no matter which successes we've had, no matter what we think we know, we are always growing. And if we ever start to think that we're not growing anymore, that's when everything stops. That's when the stagnation kicks in. That's when ego kicks in. So we're always growing, which is a good thing because it's fun. Then the second thing, what we have to realize is that when we're growing, whether that is you guys maybe right now, like the goals that I mentioned in the beginning, whether that's making more money, whether that's getting a personal health goal, whether it's in a relationship, so whatever it might be, that growth and that goal is for ourselves. So if I think like, what do I want to get from this call that we had with our coaches today? I want to grow. I want to master this script. I want to master the next script. I want to literally be able to soak it all up as fast as possible and then implement. So then I have the question, and the same holds for you, whichever thing you want to reach to in your life, to say, hey, what weighs more? The temporary shame, the temporary feeling of like, I'm being called out. And even if I wasn't being called out, like whatever fear we may have, what will people think of me? What this? What if that? That, or the actual goal that we have, which is growth, which is results, which is allowing yourself to be a better version so that you can do more good things, help more people, allow yourself to provide for whoever you want to provide for. Obviously, the latter. That means so much more. So, what do we have to understand? And what did I have to understand? And I was happy that today I understood and I went for it. Is we just have to do. We have to take the steps. We have to make sure we're moving. Because if not, then how's the growth going to come? And again, especially in those moments that we make a mistake, which society labels as failure, which we were conditioned not to like, which is complete BS and we shouldn't even get any attachment to, then most of the time we feel like, oh, it's not nice. But that's where the growth is the biggest. So today I feel like Superman. I feel like Goku. I feel like, yeah, I mastered this script. Well, not mastered. I mean, I passed the first time. But it feels good. And it feels like confidence is coming in and just perspective and everything around these things. And the same holds for every one of us. No matter what your goals is, the moment that you go for it, you put that ego, you put that shame, you put all these silly little voice mentioned things aside. Just go for it. Have fun at it. I was actually today when Jared said to me, you're a fire hose." I was literally laughing. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so silly." But also, it's just funny, right? Being called a fire hose, like, woo. But the growth was immense. And so this is really what I want to share with you guys today, and to comment below as well. Say, I will do. Comment that below. I will do. And I know some of you might be thinking right now, okay, but what if I don't know what to do? Should I just do a random thing? Like, what do I go for? Now, what I wanted to say as well, because I yesterday made a post and I said something like, it was like a one sentence post saying that I want to help people in business. So if the goal that you have has to do with making more money, being able to get passive income, being able to break free from the job that you don't like, or anything to do with finding a way how you can do what you love, create more freedom, and make more money, in that sense, I want to help you. And what I mentioned yesterday is, if you want to grow your business, if you want to get a gift, and I say gift because it's actually kind of crazy, but again, I want to do this, then comment below and say yes, capital letters. And every single one of you that either commented on any of my posts, whether that was in our Smile group, whether it was on Instagram, whether it was on Facebook, yesterday or today, I will personally tomorrow send you that gift that will help your business and that is worth £997. You might be thinking, why is she doing that? I'm doing this because to have the knowledge, experience, and feeling of freedom, because you've got certain skills that allows you to help people and make money from it, is one of the most amazing feelings, other than obviously the feelings of connection, love, and anything good in those realms. Because having that sense of security, which is far better than the normally preached security, allows you to know that you don't have to worry about where is finances going to come from, or you don't have to worry about how are things going to plan out. Not saying that you wouldn't have any challenges in life, because challenges are there all the time. That's allow us to grow. But you can have the trust and the confidence in your own ability, in your skills, in your desire to help people, that will allow you to go through any challenge, whatever there may come upon your path, and be able to do great things that help people and that make more money than a job ever could. So if you want that gift worth 997 pounds for free, then comment below the word yes. And like I said, tomorrow I'm going to personally message everyone on any channel who said yes and share that gift with you. And obviously, when it comes to that gift, it's going to be free. But I am going to ask you a question. And that question is basically a time commitment. Because if I give a gift for free and you're not even going to do it, you're not even going to commit your time to it, I may as well not give it. I could give it to another person. So that's the only thing that I am going to ask of you when I message you tomorrow. Other than that, it's free of charge. And I'm very excited to see you guys experience everything that you want to experience by means of doing and knowing what you're doing. So on that note, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for vibing with me on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Just want to read out a comment by my dad. And yeah, your grandpa always learned me this. What do you think you know is just a drop of water, and what you don't know is the ocean? Absolutely. That is so, so, so true. And so even the notion of anyone, whether that's me, whether that's you, whether it's anyone on here watching this live or replay, thinking like, oh, I know it all. Like, we don't know it all. We know just a drop. There's an ocean to gain, and it's fun to gain the ocean. So let's do it, and let's do this together. So I'm gonna go now. If you want that gift, comment below in capital letters, yes, and make sure to check your inbox tomorrow, whether it's on Instagram, on Facebook, or on YouTube. It will actually be a comment, and then from there onwards, go into a private situation, whether that's Facebook or Messenger or email, whichever way. But yeah, make sure to check it. If we're not friends yet or any of the platforms, it may go into your message request. Make sure to check it. If you don't want to miss out on any of those things, then send me or follow my profile on Instagram, follow my page and my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube. Then you should be receiving all these updates without without being able to miss out. And yeah, that's it for me today. So do, and do some more. And if you don't know what to do, comment below yes, and I cannot wait to help you out. So I'm going to go. Lots of love to all of you, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.